All right, here we are. Daniel here from Signature Performance in Costa Mesa, California. Excited to show you guys another build. Really enjoying making these videos, allowing me to go into more in-depth conversation with you guys. So first of all, if you have any questions regarding this truck, feel free to add them down below. We're happy to answer those questions. This truck here, it's a 2025 Ford F350. It's a crew cab and it's a long bed. So pretty cool story. This customer was referred to me by an old buddy from high school, which is about an hour from here, Santa Fe Springs. He was a little hesitant to come this far, but I'll explain what we're going to do to make that convenient for him. And he went to some other shops. In the end, he's going to be using this truck to tow, and the height of the bed was really important. So we had just done one with a similar setup to this, so I was able to call the other customer, get some measurements on the bed to find out exactly, to make sure that this height would work for him. And we're thankful we did that because he's able to get exactly what he wants. So what you're looking at here is a 5.5-inch Carli Pintop kit. The front option here is the King shocks. So you'll see up in the fender well is a King 2.5. So this kit comes with optional shocks. This is their top of the line kit. You can see on the Reservoir, they're really bitchin' fins. And then they make it optional with either blue or black. So we chose to go with the black. For the radius arms, we dropped the radius arms down here in the back. So you can see this bracket here. And then that's your factory radius arm. The radius arm is available through Carli as an upgrade as well if you wanted to do that, but it is not required for either the 3.5, 4.5, or 5.5-inch type kit. So pretty simple, basic, straightforward. Got their progressive spring up front. And as far as the steering stabilizer, I really like the way Carli designed the steering stabilizer. So if we go under the truck, we're going to see down here, they actually build a mount that goes directly to the front differential, so it acts as not only a steering stabilizer mount, but a front diff guard as well. So that's a really clean piece. When it comes to towing, Carli makes a mini pack for the back. They make a full leaf pack, or in this case, we just went with a simple block and U-bolt. You might ask, why did we do that? The F350s ride a little bit stiffer, so if you're going to choose one of the options for this particular, for a 350, either do the full pack or do a block and U-bolt kit. If we go out back here, I'll show you. So since he was towing, if you go with the full pack, they do ride really nice, but you do sacrifice some load capacity. We didn't want to mess with any of that for this guy since he's going to be towing a really big fifth wheel trailer. So we did a block and U-bolt kit in the back, factory leaf springs, and then we have King shocks to match. So again, those are King 2.5s. They're Carli valved, meaning they're design specific. This is not just a shock you get from King. Carli valves them specific. And then on top of the leaf pack, to increase load capacity, we chose the Ready airbags. Now you'll see there's two bags here, which is kind of new. A lot of people are used to seeing the double bellow bags, which are fine. They work. The reason we like the Ready Air, they come pre-boxed. So if you're planning to do this at home, if we're shipping to you, and for installation purposes, everything comes pre-assembled. That's really one of the hardest parts of doing the airbags on these trucks, or any truck. The other piece is these act as long travel airbags, meaning they're sleeved. So the bag goes all the way up inside of itself and fully extends. With airbags, a common problem is you got to keep a minimum amount of air in them, 5 to 10 pounds, so you don't mess up the seals. It's not a big deal, but it does affect the ride quality. So these particular bags will not affect your ride quality at all. To control the bags, you have the option to run the airlines back to either the back bumper or the license plate or whatever's convenient. Um, this guy went the extra mile, like we like to do on all the trucks, including myself, is I want to be able to control it from in the cab. So we did the Logic Air, which is Ready Air's air compressor setup. It comes complete with Bluetooth control. So you can connect it to your own phone if you want. That comes ready to go. We also have the handheld unit, which is a very small handheld unit, allows you to control it. So if you have it programmed and then your wife takes it and she needs to control, she's going to need that handheld unit. So if you want to purchase one of those, make sure you get the handheld unit to go with it. We typically always sell them with it, just so you know you have that control. So that's pretty much the gist of the suspension. As far as the wheels and tires go, you can make or break your truck. I think we made the truck on this one. 38 1350 Nitto Ridge Grappler. Again, you see these on a lot of trucks that we build. There's a reason for it. Nitto, majority of these tires are American made. This particular is the Ridge Grappler, which is their hybrid tire. So it's going to fall right in between the Trail Grappler, which is their mud terrain, or their Terra Grappler, or the Recon Grappler, which is a step down. That's going to be their all-terrain. The thing we really like about the Ridge Grapplers for these big trucks is load capacity. You're not going to lose any load capacity with these tires. And we wrapped them in some brand new Arena wheels. The size of the wheel is a 20x9 with a 0 offset. So you can see there's just enough poke outside the fender for the stance. So the offset obviously is really important. If you didn't lift this truck as big and you were trying to tuck a big tire in there, you'd want to go with a higher offset, but the 20x9 with the 0 is really perfect on the Super Duties. This particular wheel style is called the Mission, and it's in satin black finish. So there's no trimming or anything that we did front or rear. You can still see the factory valance was left on the front. No trimming on the back side. So it's a really nice, clean setup. And then he said, hey, can you do black logos or can you smoke the lights? And I was like, actually we can. So we have a painter here in Costa Mesa that we work with. We've been working with them for a decade. And so we did some simple details. The Power Stroke logo here on the side, we removed it. It was red with some chrome. It's now all gloss black. You can see that there. The front grille, this particular model had a really gaudy blue and chrome logo, so we've gloss blacked that out. This shell on the majority of the grille shell was already gloss black from the factory. The only thing that wasn't was this little trim here and here. So we went ahead and opted and wrapped that in vinyl. And then the rear, for what we did in the back, so we smoked the tail lights and then we smoked the third brake light. We do sell some replacement lights, but the lights on these new applications have so many electronic features that I like to smoke those as they are. This is a medium smoke. You can also do a dark. We're here in California, so gotta watch out. We get pulled over for everything here. So we chose the medium smoke. And then the back emblem on the tailgate also, again, was chrome and blue. This little one here in the corner. So we went ahead and did that in gloss black as well. So all these little details, when you see these trucks going down the road and you're trying to come up, how do I design my truck? Those little things make a huge difference on what the end result is. Ford particularly is known for having chrome handles and chrome caps. And so if you paint and do those things, like you can see we did black caps here, all those little things make a big difference. And then this customer goes out to the desert and takes his boat out. wanted to make sure that he could light up the road. So we chose Baja Designs. So in the bumper in the corner is their factory fog light kit. Everything comes directly to bolt in, and you have the option of doing 2 white or an amber and a white. We chose an amber and a white, so he has the ability to cut through the dust. And then when we wired these in, you have the option, if you have a Ford with the factory upfitter, meaning the switches on the inside of the cab, you can order these to wire directly to the upfitter. So that's what we did. We wired the yellows to their own switch and the white to their own switch. And then lastly is the link. I love this light bar. Just simple, clean. It's really sturdy and stout. Again, all of this is connected to the upfitter, but it's on one switch. So really, I'm really happy with this build. Tomorrow I get to drive about 45 minutes to go deliver it to the customer. I just got to call him a little bit ago and send him a picture. And it's always fun to hear the customer's reaction. It's loading.
Damn. Dude, those rims did that thing, dude.
Came out good, huh?
Sick, yes. Dude, everything looks sick, dude.
Looks
Those
so good, right?
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Dude.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
so
welcome.
pumped.
I'm really stoked about it. Like,
oh, dude, the black light too. Yeah, dude. Sick. Sick.
it's a head turner. Everywhere you go, this truck's gonna turn heads.
Lights look great. All the emblems, everything, dude. You're the man, dude. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks, man. Appreciate the business.
Yeah, no problem.
All right,
I'll
bro.
talk to you later.
Okay, sounds good. Talk to you soon. He likes it. Today was cool to deliver this truck for Cody. He's gonna take it straight from there to pick up his new trailer. So if you have any questions about this truck, we're happy to answer those questions. If you want to build your own, obviously we'll go the extra mile to make sure you can get here even if you're not around the corner. So feel free to go to signatureptw.com, ask the questions down below, or give any one of us a call at 888-680-0060.